Hello folks, she's a sad day in Riderville. Rider Nation's in a free fall, just like the Roughriders. Lost another crazy one yesterday in the Labor Day Classic, and I had a hard time sleeping last night going over these games. It was, yeah, I rolled and tossed and turned all night thinking about this game. Now, and first of all, I guess I'd like to thank everybody that give me well wishes. Riding my bike, it's easier than trying to walk. I'm feeling a lot better anyway, and everything seems to be turning around a bit anyway. That's the main thing. That's what the Roughriders have to do now. You know, they're getting to the point where so many losses, it's hard to, you could lose the locker room real easy. All the interviews, everybody's still staying positive, but I can guarantee there's lots of murmurs in the dressing room about what we're gonna do here. It's hard to keep that morale up after so many close losses. You can expect a few close losses, but you know, close doesn't count in the win column, and they've just got to find a way to win. They can't drop passes. Like, one of the ones that really hurt us was Amelis right on the goal line. We're making a comeback, and right at the goal line, right in his mitts. The DB did make a nice play. He actually got his one arm, and those are the kind of plays you've got to make. And ball was not caught. Everybody, not only him, Shake and Bake missed a first down one. Ajo, he missed one right in his mitts. You gotta catch them balls. It just breaks all your momentum and you're lost. And of course, probably the ultimate play where cost us was Alfred. You know, man, oh man, for being a kick returner and a punt returner for so long, you gotta know the first bloody rule is, if the butt takes a bad bounce like that, don't go stabbing for it in the end and nick it. He didn't even go after it. I think he's trying to think that nobody saw that he nicked the ball. It was unbelievable. Cost us 7 points there. And earlier in the game, I was just screaming at the goddamn screen, saying when he kicked it, went deep in the end zone, and he's back there deep, but it's a long bloody kick, and he had all sorts of room to get the hell out of the end zone. Takes a knee. I don't know if that's a coaching decision and tell him to do that, but I'm dead against that. Like, get it out. He could have got it at least to the 20. You know, like, there was tons of room ahead, and give him that single point, and lo and behold, guess what? We're 1 point short again. We have to go for 2 at the end. And that's another one. The 2 at the end. Like Harris. And had all sorts of time, and he tries to force it in there. He just didn't see Hickson had come out of the backfield and standing there all by himself. Jesus. I know you can't see everything in the field, but sure the hell hope in a play like that you can make it. And made a beautiful drive down the damn field and blow it there, not getting in the end zone for the 2 points. He was wide open. I don't even know why he was throwing the other way, but who knows? Who knows? You know, it's the plays that have to be made, and we're not making those damn plays. As simple as that. You know, it's just as simple as that. Close does not count, man. Close does not count. Eventually you have to start making these plays. Now we're going to be fighting for to get in the playoffs. I can see it already. It's not too late. It was a serious blow to our ego and our chances for making the playoffs, but we're still in it, you know. We're still only 1 point out of there, so no big deal, you know. I think the most big deal happening is our offensive line situation. Like, that was probably the ultimate killer in the game. You know how I like my linemen, and now I don't even lost count how many we've had to use. And now they're Canadians, both of them went down. You know, Godbar, he went down early in the second quarter, and that's your captain of the offensive line. And I knew we were in trouble right then, you know. And then lo and behold, we lose another one. You know, Fry goes down. Like, now Mika has to go there. Kudos to Mika. What a performance. Man, oh man. I was watching him, and anything that happened later wasn't his fault, that's for sure. He played very well, having to go to the other side of the ball. But like I said, we just have to find a way to make the plays when we need them. And we're so many times, you know, what I was disappointed in too, big time, was our D line. I know once we lost Mika, of course now we're thin there too. Well, you know, it was the first half. You know, like long bombs to Wilson. Like Reeves, he was so far out of it. It's just terrible coverage down the middle of the field. And on that particular play, like, I replayed it a couple times already. They were blitzing. Well, both times when they got burnt down the middle, they were blitzing. But the one, Milligan, he's the blitzer, right? And oh my God, he's so far off the ball. I know he wants to disguise it, but when you're blitzing one of your halfbacks, and he's got to get to the quarterback before he can throw one way downfield where you're big time vulnerable. You know, you got to get to him. Like, we only got to him once with Cox early, and that's it. And Winnipeg's offensive line is just as bad as ours right now for injuries. You know, like, these guys stepped up. I know you can't step up if you're injured on the sidelines, but they stepped up, and we couldn't get to Zach, and he was picking us apart. And then he goes out, Zach goes out, those roughing the passer. Like, Jesus, Murphy. On that play where Zach got hurt, there was 2 penalties. That's why I would have challenged that to bloody pass interference on Deontay. No way. I don't think he was that bad of a play that he should have got pass interference. But I don't. What's the difference? It was a roughing the passer on Collaros with Brown. I don't know what he's doing there again. Like, stupidity. Like, I know he didn't hit him with a helmet like everybody's saying he should be suspended and all the rest, but he just barely bumped him and got him in the jaw. And to tell you the truth, I think he hurt his arm more falling down than his head. According to O'Shea, they give him analysis, and his protocol for concussion. Wonder how that works for next game. Like, I don't know if how that works, but. And then the one on Collaros, you know, Collaros, I don't even know how they can, you know, like roughing the passer. He's a runner then, you know, like, and he got him from behind. Like he didn't choke him or nothing, you know, like, to me that was a cheap call too. You know, Harris was running, and the one on Harris. Harris, I was getting mixed up. I don't know if you guys see all the rabbits running around here. Anyway, yeah, I don't even think that one was a bloody penalty. What other ones people are complaining about? That spot on the ball, spotting the ball at the end there. I was thinking about that all night. I didn't really check what they meant, but I looked at that. They were pretty well spot on where the foul happened. They put the ball roughly where it was, so you can't really complain about that. That's the way it was. So it wasn't that lost us the bloody game, that's for sure. It was disgusting. I was sick to my stomach all night. Back to Alfred there. Like, I'm tired of him already. So many times he just runs right out of bounds, runs for the sideline. One play, you know, like, he's only got one guy to beat, and he can maybe extend it another 5 yards. 5 yards is 5 yards, but he still runs out of bounds. He's just not performing back there. Half the time he's not even fielding the bloody ball in the air. I think it's time to maybe try Myers in there, you know, like him. I don't know who else. They got rid of all the other guys that were there running kickoff return guys. Were decent. That Este or whatever his name was a decent guy in camp. But anyway, you know, they gotta maybe try somebody else there. As far as going on here, I don't know who the hell they're gonna play next week here in the Banjo Bowl on the offensive line, and I don't even know who else got nicked up. A few of them DBs look nicked up. Maybe that's a good thing to get somebody else, give them a chance back there. But offensive line, we only got that young kid, Daniel Johnson, I think, and who else? Nick Jones, you know, our Canadian offensive lineman. I don't know what the status of these guys are. I guess we'll see if Godbar or Fry can come back. But it's just getting critical for Canadian offensive linemen. It's a good thing we picked up that one, but we didn't lose either one of our tackles. But it's pathetic. That's going to be a tough fill for us and for the Banjo Bowl. Now, a lot of people on Harris, get rid of Harris, can't get rid of him. We're stuck with him no matter what. Everybody knows my views on Harris. I didn't like the choice in the first place, but I just don't like he just lost his mobility. And he still played all right. He played 50-50. He actually did run the ball. That was another thing. They actually got away from that. I don't know why. They actually did a couple play actions I've been screaming for. You know, like get some play action, and they did a couple of them, and he actually made them for first downs. You know, they got to do more of that. They got to move him around in the pocket. You know, he's just a sitting target. It's hopeless. You know, you can't have a sitting target. He's dropping back far enough now. Like, that's what's happening with Zach. He's making sure that he drops back at least at 9 to 10 yards. He's well back there. It's taking our guys a long time to get there. But Harris played all right. There's some plays where I couldn't believe he pulled him down, or he didn't hit the guy right on the cut, and cost us. But it wasn't his. Good day. It wasn't his. On his shoulders, partially, you know, like the plays I mentioned there. But I had enough of this video. I'm still pretty disgusted. You know, got to find a bloody way to win these close games. And if we don't, we'll definitely be in the outside looking in. And there'll be no playoffs for the Riders for another season. It's not over yet, by far. But like I said, the locker room's gonna get harder to keep together. I know, I've been in both situations, winning locker rooms and losing locker rooms, and there's a hell of a difference. Big difference. Anyway, hang in there, Rider fans. I hate to hear when the Rider fans start saying, oh, they'll not gonna buy anything, they're gonna give up on the Riders. If that had been the case with me, I'd have given up about 10 times by now, minimum. So many times we've been out and never had a chance. There's some lot of lean years, but you know, we haven't even had many good years. I'd never give up on the Riders, but I'll never give up complaining about them either when they're playing crap. They're not actually playing crap. That's the difference between the team this year and the other years. We're actually doing something. You know, we're still not making those plays. I hate to reiterate it over and over, but that's what the hell is happening. We're just not making the plays when we have to make the plays, both offense and defense. I'm just repeating myself. That's about all I can remember for now. I really thank everybody that sits and listens to me bullshit about the Roughriders. I really appreciate it. I love the subscribers, and keep those comments coming. Man, oh man, we need to stick together, folks, and we need to have positive, and we need to have comments. I love the comments, reading them, and what the hell will we do next, folks? What the hell do we do next? I guess all you can do is laugh about it. It's only a game, but for me, it's getting hard to swallow, but you have to keep swallowing. Anyway, time to head her home here and relax and watch the games this afternoon. Should be some good games in the CFL. Like I said, the CFL has been an exciting year. Every game seems to come down to those last 3 minutes. That's exactly what you want. Anyway, till next time, folks, go Riders, go. Hang in there. We're gonna get them in the Banjo Bowl.